Doe? What up, Doe? What up, Doe? Welcome to Y'all Say the Sports Podcast. I'm your host, the Iceman. This the team.
Y'all already know what it is. It's CB in the house. Let's get it cracking. Oh, hey, once again, because I've been talking shit. Salute to the Big Ten, baby. Salute to the Big Ten. We did it, baby. We champs.
Salute to Young P and the UNL.
Thank you, sir.
Coming up here that one. Get out of here,
You know what I'm
man.
saying? They didn't even win, so I don't even take that or receive that or accept that. I don't even, I don't even accept that, reject that all the way. We don't want no Michigan State love around these parts at all. But it's your boy, Young P. I'm in the building. Let's get it, aka Mr. PR, and we feeling good, champs, baby.
Yes, Young P, he the champ by himself.
Yeah,
CB trying to join in. So
yeah. And we only want that
but
foolishness.
he know how we roll, but
We don't need no Bush brothers on our side. That's
We
it.
champs, baby.
We
We
don't need no
champs.
Bush brothers on our side at all.
Hey,
uh,
Big Ten was sort of like Don King. They walked out not a loser. Y'all know
Like I
what?
said, we don't need no Bush brothers on our side.
Team like Don King last night.
well,
Let's go.
we want to wish you was here, Mastermind. So, but I know you don't want to hear this SES. I mean, this Big Ten. Listen in to what he about to say for the day.
Yeah. Well,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm just letting y'all know we kind of ran through, you know what I'm saying? I know Mastermind used to try to tell y'all the SEC was so much dominant. He just knew Alabama was going to pop us. We popped them. You know what I'm saying? Washington popped Texas, who on their way to the SEC. Washington coming to the Big Ten. So all I'm saying is the Big Ten is a better conference. I'm letting y'all know
That's-
that now.
Was
That's
this
true,
the first
without a
year?
doubt.
Was this the first year? Big Ten, Michigan, I like whoever, but was it the first year that Michigan had the bigger front line on the offense and a better defense?
I think I think what Michigan
For
had
you
a
to win this year, is that for you? Because you're the only one. You the victorious one.
right. So what I think is we definitely had a bigger front, you know what I'm saying, on both sides of the ball. But I think our defense has actually been pretty good the last couple years. You know what I'm saying? I think we needed to figure out some things on offense and how to utilize our player a little bit more.
Okay.
So I think that's what kind of helped us this year, and that's what kind of propelled us. Don't get me wrong, JJ, you are right, but you know, you kind of skated a little bit this year. I'm gonna be honest. You kind of skated a little bit. You know what I'm saying on some games and on the running on the backs of Blake and Edwards. You know what I'm saying
That's
that kind of helped you out a little bit because some of your decision making and some of your arm strength ain't really where I thought it's at.
Right.
You
no.
know what I'm saying?
It showed. It showed. Like no, trying to be funny.
Yeah.
It showed last night when they decided to get cute and
Yep.
have him
Mm.
throw the ball.
Yeah, it's like you don't really have that kind of arm strength.
To me, they should have did what they've been doing all season: run the ball 40,
Pound the ball.
40
Yeah.
times a game. You know what I'm saying?
I think, and then, but also I think what's in our favor is, shout out to Bro, Big Bro. You know what I'm saying? Letting that Baltimore defense over there, and
Man,
giving it a
the
scheme.
whole defensive staff.
You
was
know what I'm
over there.
saying? So I mean, but we done had it for a couple years, so I think that's kind of worked in our favor, and I think that's always gonna give us competitive advantage.
Okay. Well, we just wanted to hit the mind of the winner of the show.
Yeah, no
for this
doubt.
college playoffs was
Ow.
was Young P. So we wanted to hear from a Michigan man, Michigan mind, as see how he won the
Yeah,
national champ. His team won the
yeah,
national
that's what we
championship.
did. I wish y'all had kept giving the ball. I wish I had kept running the ball because we could have ran up that score on them last night. You know what I'm
Sure.
saying? But I ain't gonna I ain't gonna put those conspiracy theories out here.
Right.
All right. Well, good job, Michigan. Good job, P. You
Yeah.
know y'all team. This is how we about to start the show. Let's
Yes,
go.
sir. Yes, sir.
Will C.J. Stroud and Nico Collins be the best duo in the playoffs this year?
I started off then. I look.
Or the top? Not gonna say would they be the top. We still mean the best. Would they be
Yeah.
the top? Because that's the question. Would they be the top?
I definitely.
Duo. Go
I
ahead.
feel like they definitely gonna be top duo, but I feel like they might be number two. Might be number two. It might be a stretch on this one, but yeah, I said I'm jumping out the gate right now.
I want to hear you gonna say.
I'm gonna go with.
What's his initials? Go ahead.
I'm gonna go with no. I'm gonna go with Diggs and
Okay.
Allen. I feel like they gonna. I think they gonna wake up and have some damage because Diggs is gonna get in his
That's a
head.
good one.
You know what I'm saying? And be like, look, let's win this thing. Come on with it. I'm finna be your man in the playoffs. Get me the ball. You know what I'm saying? He wouldn't. What was that book? Who had that book? Keyshawn had the book. Give me the ball, damn it. Wasn't it Keyshawn Johnson?
Give me the damn
I
ball.
think, I think he went and gave Josh Allen the book over the weekend, like, big fella, let's do it. But I think CJ Stroud, I think they're going to be Nico and them. I think going to be number 2. And number 3, I hate this. Oh, okay.
We'll come back to your number 3 just
Okay.
in case.
Okay.
It might be his number 1.
Oh, okay, yeah,
It
you're
might
right.
be his number 1. Go,
Right.
go ahead, CB.
So you said who's going to be better than
We're gonna be the top duo. Do
Will it
you
be?
think Nico and CJ gonna be the top duo in the playoff this year?
Did y'all not see the season finale?
Yeah.
The 40 ball crew?
Oh, here we go.
Huh?
I said that's why I thought you was gonna say the initials. But yeah.
Erica, did y'all see the season finale of the 40 ball crew?
Man, they finna
It's
get
gonna be Dak and CD,
CD.
baby. What are you talking
I
about?
thought you was gonna say that for your first one.
Oh, no.
I knew you was
No.
gonna say it.
Dak and CD, baby.
Yeah.
Hey, they was just showing y'all a little something against Washington.
Against Washington, right? I just want to know.
You play the teams in front of you, right?
Oh, that's what it is.
Play the teams in front
So
of
when
you.
y'all play good teams, y'all get a little
I'm
choked
just,
up.
I'm just saying.
It's gonna. I think both names, both teams, both quarterbacks' names y'all say. I think they're gonna have a good one. I think CD might have a bigger one just because of the team he's going to play,
Okay.
which is Green Bay.
Bay.
But it all depends because usually Dallas come up short. Usually they come up
we
short
at home
against
this year.
Green Bay.
Dak, we at home this
you
year.
know,
I got you.
and then that Diggs is good. Now they play Pittsburgh, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Now it all depends on how if Watt and them getting in.
Watt out.
Well,
Y'all
Watt
ruled
out.
Or Watt gonna re.
But you know,
Yeah,
but
he
you know,
already been ruled out.
you can't undermine or discount out Tomlin, Mike Tomlin, because
Right.
he gonna have them.
I just
boys
feel like
ready.
long as they don't go in walk in saying we beat them earlier in the year. Don't come in
Talk
with
about
that.
Buffalo.
Yeah, don't come in with that mindset. Come in. We both 0-0.
Right.
We got to get to it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I think Nico gonna be up there for the simple fact that the defense they're gonna get the ball a lot. You know what I mean? Vice versa with Cleveland. They got great defense, so they might get a lot of 3 and outs, and Flacco will get the ball a lot. You know what I'm saying? So it's gonna be rough. But I got it to where Nico gonna be in the top like 3, but CD, I got my man I think Baker Mayfield going
Mike Evans.
Tampa Bay.
I think
Tampa
they
Bay.
might do something because Philly, that defense over at Philly been kind of suspect.
That secondary.
Man.
Yeah,
Let
but
the brother go
yeah,
to bring in the Patriot.
yeah, we'll talk about that later. You know what I'm saying? But the receivers it's gonna be some good ones. But CD, if they keep moving them around like that, you know what I'm saying? I think they're gonna have to against Green Bay, but I think if Green Bay get any confidence, love in them with that play action, and Jones being back with that run game,
Right.
I think Dallas gonna go back to the old to Dallas.
What's crazy is them young sets of receivers that they drafted for Aaron Rodgers. They done got so much confidence with Love, man. That's a nice core coming up.
Especially Watson play this week if he come back.
Yeah, that's a nice group that they got over there.
But yeah, I put Collins. I'm gonna put him in the tops. I'm gonna put him in the tops just this first week against Cleveland. Even though I know Cleveland got one of the top defenses, and I said that,
And they'll be getting that.
yeah, they're gonna be getting at it, and I believe what's name gonna be getting out the pocket. He gonna be escaping the pocket.
They're gonna have to roll him.
Stroud gonna be making plays like that, and for the simple fact because they used to playing that offense. So when they played San Fran,
yeah,
and then now, so they gonna be using, and then they played them earlier in the year,
right.
but Stroud just didn't play.
Right.
Okay.
So I believe that's gonna be the difference now. Stroud playing, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah. So you say CD, and you got.
I'm going with
you going with Diggs. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Diggs a good one. I forgot about saying Diggs a good one though. You've been winning lately, P. You've been winning, baby. You've been winning. All right. Will Dallas and Miami lose the same way eventually in the playoffs? Go ahead, CB.
You said, wait a minute, hold on. Not tell y'all the 40 ball crew is back. They hot. They warming up.
So they went in the Super Bowl? Because I said they're
No,
gonna lose
can,
eventually.
can I finish?
Oh,
Can I finish my statement? I'm just saying though, how they get put in this conversation?
We want to hear from you. That's why. We want to
They
hear
ain't
the
losing.
man. We want to hear from the
They
man.
ain't losing like Miami. Miami hurt. Miami whole defense is out of here for
Yeah,
the season.
yeah.
They definitely ain't losing like Miami.
Yeah. They
But,
might not lose the same the first week. They might
know,
lose the second week
they,
the same.
they home into the final game too, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Dallas.
They got the first. Yeah, they got two home
Yeah,
games.
even if they play my Kool-Aid team, the Lions. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, we ain't losing, baby. We going to the NFC
Yeah.
Championship.
Well, before I send it down there to Young P, eventually, like I'm saying, and like the question said, I'm thinking if Dallas don't win the Super Bowl, which I think they're not, it would be nice, but I don't think they would or are this year. They're going to lose the same for the simple fact of this. Miami has a run game,
Right.
but they're not going to use it. They're going to get into Tua throwing it to Waddle and Hill.
Tyreek. Yeah.
They're going to get caught up in that, and they're going to get away from the run. Dallas don't have a run game, so Dak going to eventually start throwing them picks. Tua and Dak, my opinion, like I always said, he, uh, McCartney got him scrambling around, but standing in that pocket trying to gun you down, he can't throw them outs. You can hop Dak in them outs. He just like Tua, them arms. Y'all can hop them outs on them, and eventually that defense. Miami don't have a pass rush. And once you get to running a team on Dallas get to running downhill in them and overpowering them, smacking them in their mouth, it's over. So eventually they're gonna play that they're gonna lose the same. That's the both ways to me, my opinion. Them the both of the ways they're gonna lose. But go ahead, I know you about to say
No,
something.
I'm saying, who does Miami play in the wild card? Let me see.
okay, Kansas City.
I think they're gonna lose at Kansas City. I really do. Only reason why I say that,
Yeah.
I think they're gonna lose at Kansas City because they lost half their defense against Baltimore. Like
Another thing. That's one of the
think that's
reasons
why
I
they're
said
gonna
the
lose.
defense.
They're gonna lose against Kansas City.
Yeah, Phillips and all of them out. Phillips, the pass rush on being good.
Now Dak and the 40 ball crew, we going to the championship. We might lose there. We might lose there because we finally gonna have to go on the road. But yeah, I said it.
So
What you talking about, young people? Tell us something, young people.
yeah. I would put it like this. I do think going with the question, yes, eventually they both going to lose. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel that. I do feel like Miami subject to lose before Dallas, strictly because Dallas get the home field advantage. And we talked about that earlier in the year that would work in Dallas' favor. They needed home field advantage because they had to go on the road from the start. They would have been one and done out early. You know what I'm saying? So I think this is working towards their favor. Now I know you're looking forward, talking about maybe you must think San Fran and Dallas gonna meet up in the championship. Is that where you're going with it? That's why you like it?
Yeah. That's where I'm going with it.
Okay, so
That's
you
where I'm
figure like
going
that
with
once they go out to the Golden, it's over.
it. Might be.
It might be.
Kool-Aid
might
drinking
be.
over for the Lions then.
Yeah, because
So
you don't have the
Kool-Aid
Lions
drinking
going
over
no
for
further.
the Lions then, huh?
Can we get that? Can we get to that point?
Okay.
Can we get to that point?
Okay.
Can we get to
So,
that?
yeah,
Keep it up, young people.
so yeah, that's where I'm at. I think, but one of the biggest things is I think it's kind of what y'all both touched on with this team. It's one that I'm talking about Miami right now. Miami with them losing so many people, and Waddles I think is still a little injured. And I think they're gonna still, like you said, they're gonna try to force the ball to Tyreek and Waddles, and he's still a little bit injured too. He went out the last game or took himself out the game because he's still injured. So they need to either figure out how to mix and match it or something like that to try to confuse Kansas City and try to exploit their defense a little bit or do something different. But I think that's why they're gonna go out the same.
Their main running back got hurt in Baltimore game too.
Miami's.
Mo.
Yeah, but I'm talking about the other. The other. Yeah, you talking about Mo started.
Something
like
like
the other
that.
one just came back and he run real. He run real nice and hard.
Yeah.
My man, that guy.
Yeah.
He that guy. Yeah, but I'm saying, but by him having Waddle
Right.
and Hill, they get away from that running
game.
Right.
Yeah.
And my man, that guy, he cut like that.
Right.
They just get away from him. So you know what I mean.
But I wouldn't be shocked if Green Bay mess around and beat Dallas this weekend in Dallas, though. I wouldn't be shocked at
It can happen.
because they kind of on the road too, kind of like
Yeah.
Buffalo to me. They kind of on the road right now, and they meshing and gelling at the right,
Right
time.
time, yeah.
Especially
You
like
know
I
what I'm saying?
said, if they control the game with that run game,
Right.
Jones back.
Yeah,
You know
Jones.
what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
So that's where I'm at. So don't be surprised if they mess around and get popped in the first round, even though we giving them the advantage because they're at home. But
right.
we'll see.
Yeah.
Man, I know a lot of you guys want a friend like this right here. Was the Saints wrong? Was the New Orleans Saints wrong for scoring at the end of the game? Was the New Orleans Saints wrong for scoring at the end of the game? CB.
I'm gonna say yes and no.
Hmm.
What was in Jamal Williams' contract for him to score a touchdown? You know what I'm saying? Was it a bonus? Like, say, if you score a touchdown anytime during the season, whatever, you get 250,000 bonus. Was it a bonus? We don't know that, but it got to be a reason on why
I want to ask you a question
Jameson
before you
did
go.
that.
Do you think he got in his contract to score one
I
touchdown
don't
For the
know.
whole season?
I
Yeah.
don't
I'm
know.
just saying, do you think something like that? I don't know. Like you said, I don't know. But do you
don't know.
think something like that is written in somebody's contract? One touchdown?
You never know, man. You never know.
I'm talking about for somebody of his kind. Like you said, I can see
Yeah.
if it was you. You know what I'm saying?
I'm just saying. I don't know. I don't know. But so again, for me saying that, that's what I'm saying. Yes or no.
I understand.
No, because they was trying to get him to score a touchdown. For whatever reason, we'll never know because we're not in the locker room. We don't know what was going on. And then, yes, it is the unwritten rule. Once you up and blowing the team out, take it easy, take the kneel down, whatever. So
Young P, take it off.
I'm going strictly they was wrong. You know what I'm saying? They was wrong for the simple fact, what was it going, 41-13 or something like that? You blowing them out.
17, something like that.
Something like that. So y'all blowing them out. Come on, man. You knew y'all you did wrong. You come in, you do some foolishness, and then on top of it, once they kind of mention it, I'll go back and watch it again. I'm looking at it like, oh, y'all went fake like y'all wasn't gonna, y'all was finna do a kneel down and then mess around, hand the ball off.
Yeah.
So even if you felt like we gotta get my man that man up,
line up in a formation.
line up and man up so we can go at it. Now if he get it after we go at it, then he get it. But don't fake like because when they go in the victory kneel down, if I'm on defense, I ain't even really moving. Right.
Right.
I know he finna do that. So now I gotta all of a sudden wake up. Oh shit, he running. You know what I'm saying? Now my whole mentality different. So it was just whack, and it just made Winston. It making you look even more whack because you're the one they got out front spokesman talking about it.
He
Crazy.
like he wasn't the coach.
Yeah, you looking crazy.
Now my thing is this. Now I'm with you. If he needed one score on the touchdown.
But let me ask both of y'all this though.
Hold on, no.
Okay.
I'm gonna let you go. But I was just saying that. Just saying, give my man some money, some of that. But my thing is this, like how you saying. Did you hear his reason? So his reason, I'm knowing that it wasn't to get his money.
Right.
So that's why I'm not going that route. Like I'm saying, if I know that it ain't about you getting that contract money, nothing like, and like how he said, he ain't scored all season. We got down there, just that, and the other. I can't say everything he said verbatim, but
yeah, I know. What you're saying. Yeah,
victory need.
Okay.
Right.
Point blank, like you say, victory need, game over. Then like how you say, he's the backup. He not your floor team. He ain't the five-star general.
Right.
None of that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Then like how you said, yeah, the coach threw in this nil play, this and this and this. We decided to go this and that and that.
Right.
Is we the whole 11?
We'll never know that.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
We'll never know that.
3 speak up, 8 7 put
ain't nobody spoke. Ain't nobody spoke up yet.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So
nobody spoke up yet.
But look at it from this standpoint. This is what I'm going to ask both of y'all. From what over the years, usually the coaches be in on when they know somebody needs whatever their incentive need to be, and they figure out how to get you that incentive. Yeah. So that's why I'm like, I don't think it was no incentive because normally coaches be in, get my man he need to get the ball for
Right,
5
right.
more yards.
I agree. I
Like the
agree.
coach be in on it. Yeah, my man need 2 more catches. Just trying to figure out how to get him the ball for 2 more
Right.
catches.
That's like what's the name? Them got them sacks over the weekend and got
Right.
that money. Right, right.
And just like what's the name back in the day? Didn't Reggie White or something like that? Like they feel like Reggie White and Brett Favre was in on it or some kind of way.
Oh no, I think it was Strahan. I think it was Strahan.
They was in. They was like he was in on it to get the record. So I feel like they be knowing. So that was just total bullshit. And they did. They should feel ashamed right now. You know what I'm saying? So
All right. Well, it was all on you, Jameis Winston.
yeah,
Hey, it was all your call. Go ahead.
Do we get cut?
I would.
Hey, it is what it is. Like
I
said.
would. I mean, you ain't really doing nothing anyway. You just here.
Yeah.
You just in the league, really. You just here.
Time to retire.
It's been time to retire.
Get mine, but like I say, it is what it is. You know, if they keep him, whatever, like I say,
Right.
it is what it is.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Looking back on the Swift trade, who won, the Lions or the Eagles? Looking back on the DeAndre Swift trade, who won that trade, the Lions or the Philadelphia Eagles? Young Pete.
I'm gonna be honest. Looking back, DeAndre Swift did a lot for Philly. You know what I'm saying? But I still feel like the Lions won overall. You know what I'm saying? Overall, they won. I think Swift had some motivation once he got there because he's from there. So that gave incentivized him to do a little bit more.
Better. Yeah.
Yeah, to be a little bit better. But I still feel like when it's all said and done, and I'm thinking about the whole season, the Lions still end up winning when it's all said and done. They end up winning. They got a better tandem back there right now.
Right.
With the upside looking tremendous for them, you know what I'm saying? Especially, what's the name came along from Alabama, Gibbs.
Yeah.
His from the beginning, and I know I was one of the people felt like he needed to be jumped in the fire a little bit faster, and y'all was like, no, give him time to develop and bring him along slow. And as they seeing that they did that, and what ended up being, the Lions to me won.
Well, we were saying he can get more carries than the 8. We were saying he can get a little bit more.
At least
we
12, 13.
Well, we were saying still work him in. And the only reason why they didn't work him in, the only reason why they did work him in is because Montgomery got hurt. Other than that,
they still wouldn't have
used him. Still wouldn't have worked him in. They'd have still been giving him how he was.
Little bit.
Now they see that he's that playmaker that we said he was. It was just that nobody thought he was gonna be able to take them hits.
Right.
Everybody was like, "Oh, let's see that." That's what I'm saying.
What
I'm saying is that's why we were saying work him in first, and then like how you say, Montgomery wind up getting hurt.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like
they had to kind of
right. They had to put him in
there.
And then you got to remember, even though when they put him in, they put that other running back in too.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he was getting a nice high, so he was splitting. They were still splitting the load. You know what I'm saying? But it was just like his time. It was to shine. Like they said, he was next up, and he started shining.
Right.
And when it was Montgomery came back, it was like, hey,
really
got to split the load. You know what I'm saying? And and not like Gibbs might have been starting some games or whatever, but nah, hey, like you say, when you got injured, hey, he shine. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, but go ahead, CB.
Well, I want to say it was a tie, but looking back how Philly ended the season, I'm gonna say Detroit won it just because the draft pick. I think they traded DeAndre Swift for 2 draft picks, so they got one last year and they get one this upcoming draft. So they won that. On top of they got a great running back out of free agency, Montgomery, and they drafted a hell of a rookie. And they the first team in what, almost 15, 20 years, I think, since the Cleveland Browns. With, was it Ernest Biner? I can't think of the other running back. Mac, they had 2 running backs at 1,000 yards. Might have been over. Might be over 20 years. But so I think Detroit. Just looking back, Detroit got the better of the deal out of it.
I'm gonna say I'm kind of rock with you, CB. I'm gonna kind of say it was like a tie in because because Montgomery and Swift was kind of even.
Okay.
What broke it was that, like how they said, when they looked up and Gibbs was there for the Lions for the taking. That's what made everything the difference. Gibbs, but
Yeah.
as far as Swift and Montgomery,
They the same.
I think that
same
was
style.
even, and I think that Swift kind of would have won that. And what I mean by that is because usually Swift the one to get hurt.
Hurt. Right.
Right.
Montgomery
Right.
got hurt.
Right.
And
right.
then for some reason, the reason why Philly probably losing, they got away from that run game.
Right.
You know, the run option with Swift and Hurts. You know what I'm saying? All like that. And it was like I don't even think Swift played the last game, I don't think.
I don't think so.
I don't
You know
think
what I'm
so
saying?
either,
So you know what I'm saying? Like that. I don't know if it's, contract reasons or because I think his contract about, be up too or whatever. So,
Okay.
you know what I mean? I don't know.
Right.
So
Right.
on them two, yeah, but Gibbs broke it. And then like I say, I don't know why they started slowing the run game down with what's name toward the end.
Yeah.
And that might really could have made our answers, even, a little easier.
Easier. Yeah.
But Swift wasn't hurt. And like you say, when they was giving him the ball, he was looking
Yeah, he was
weak.
looking good.
Right.
He was looking
Right.
He was looking like Shady McCoy a little bit.
Yeah, he
you know?
was.
Yeah.
He was,
So,
yeah.
but yeah, I'm gonna say even on them two, and then I'm gonna say Gibbs break the tie. So I'm gonna go with the Lions on that, just because of them having Gibbs with that. But just along with Montgomery and Swift, I'm gonna say that'd have been a little even, and that could have went either way to
Right.
me.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Yeah. Anything else on that, boys?
Nah. Nah.
Yeah. Who? I don't know though, but that boy Gibbs that deal. Somebody might be getting traded next, and they might be somebody else coming. You never know what's going on because it's like they want to run, but just don't get a run away from that run game. Go ahead, CV.
Question, just hypothetically, we know just from the last couple of years and how ESPN has sort of put it out there that the running back value is not that great. Did Bijan Robinson and Gibbs for the Lions make make teams rethink about drafting running backs in the first round?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
I don't think so either. I think it's gonna be what coach is gonna be the coach. Because as long as a lot of these a lot of these owners and these general managers,
Right.
they're hiring assistants, the OCs or whatever, from the same tree.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like no matter if they go to San Francisco to the Rams, or, McVay and them, and,
Right.
and them, and they all come from a
Same
yeah,
system.
you know what I'm saying, from a Gruden tree. Then then this guy come from a southern tree. So in a minute, it's gonna be all these teams running
The same
the
player.
same system. Or four different coaches system, and that's gonna be the whole, you know what I'm saying, until an old school coach come back and bring that back, because like you say, everybody running the same system. Go ahead, young Pete.
Just a quick thought, not to throw us off the question train, but you just made me think about something with the general managers. Washington and them made that decision to bring Golden State's GM to be the GM for Washington Commanders.
Commanders, yeah.
You think that's gonna be a good move or a bad move?
Which
Is,
one?
is he a consultant or is he actually hired?
He's actually hired.
Who, Myers?
Yeah.
Myers for Golden State.
I mean,
They not brought. They got a football with him as the assistant person. I can't think of the football person of him. But
so he's not a consultant then.
No, he's the head. He's the general manager, and my man is like the assistant, kind of helping with the football. But he's supposed to figure out the head coach and all kind of stuff like that for them going forward. They're coming from a whole nother sport. I ain't, not to throw the train off, but
my thing is this. I put it like this: if you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? If you know,
just might know how to pick it right. You just know.
If you can,
it don't matter what it is.
If you can see talent. Yeah. I mean, I look at it. We just a quick example. When Boston Red Sox had that little run 5 years.
Oh, my man, the young
27-year-old.
Yeah.
He never.
Talking about Theo.
Yeah. He never was a baseball or I love baseball or whatever. He was just a mathematician, analytic. You know what I'm saying? So and he was able to do the data and analytics and figure out who to draft and do all that stuff. So it could be the same situation with Myers. You know what I'm saying?
Possibly. Yeah.
All right. Anything else on that, young P?
No. Just
Okay.
when you said GM, it just popped in my head that happened
Okay.
recently.
The Philadelphia Eagles mess up by putting Matt Patricia as the defensive coordinator.
Yep.
Hey, real fast.
Real
Huh?
fast. Yep.
I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna repeat it, but go ahead. Bam. Sockety P.
Yep. Trash, man. You trash, big fella. I mean, look. You know what I'm saying? CB always be coming to he be killing the Bill Belichick tree like the Patriots way. And it's been proven, big fella. You came to Detroit and it looked like the
Messed
defense
the
was
whole-
going down.
Messed it all the way.
Messes all the way up. You know what I'm saying? Then I don't know what you told him to make you say, well, let me try the offensive side of the ball. You know what I'm saying? That was just
Trying
even
to figure that
crazier.
one out. I need a job, but I want to coach offense.
I want to coach the offense. So, Matt Patricia, I don't know what you telling these cats because I don't know how you got my man fired. They go 10-1 and you get my man fired, and all of a sudden,
Do 1-5.
you know what I'm saying? I don't know what it is. I don't know what you got some dirt on these people. You know what I'm saying? Because otherwise, yeah, they messed up. And they need to fire him. They really need to fire him now, but I guess they got to wait it out to the end of the season. But it's over. Matt Patricia, you terrible. Flat out, you terrible. I don't even think you know defense, to be honest. That's how terrible it's looking.
I'm gonna say allegedly.
I'm going with you.
What type of knife you use to stab my man in the back? That's why I want to know, Patricia. Because my man 10-1, you was just supposed to be an Eagle consultant, right?
Right.
My man, the brother man is 10-1. They got one of the top 10 defenses in the league.
Yep.
They rolling.
Yep.
Somewhere out you pull out this long Jason blade, Friday the 13th. Just do my man in some type of way, and y'all go 1-5 and in the bottom half for our defense within those 6 weeks. You know what I'm saying? Like something got to give. Not only that, I ain't trying to be funny or not, but a lot of players on the Eagles was former players that either played for New England that he rubbed the wrong way, and the Lions with Darius Slayers one. So
right.
even though once they made you the head dog, you already know you done burn bridges with these players. So they they like
They ain't even listening, huh?
Yeah,
Like,
they ain't listening to him.
Well, Matt Patricia, y'all wasn't never supposed to give him the job.
not even as a consultant.
He should have stayed a consultant.
Consult. What? Yeah, give him some salt.
He should have stayed a consultant.
Next, what you need some of this on your greens or some of this on something? Yeah, I give you some salt like that. Nah, was not supposed to give him that job. Like you say, he been fooled. Y'all going by when he was in Green Bay. I mean, going by when he was a Patriot.
Right.
And the defense wasn't really too good when he was there. They might have say they was in the top this and that. You know how it is. You bend, don't break. Don't give up the touchdown and nothing. But as far as them defense on them giving up them yards and this and that, but I think when he was there, they weren't too good. I'm gonna get back to that. I don't think he was a top coach over there because wasn't he the defensive coach when they won the Super Bowl in Atlanta? When they came back,
I'm not for sure.
I'm not for sure.
Yeah, I know when they lost to Philly, he was the assist. Because I'm saying
Bill
Belichick.
It's pretty much calling it.
Yeah. He was always the top assistant.
I know
right.
But he just got people listening to him and telling and giving him his playbook and thinking they putting him in the right place. Something, that's what I'm thinking because there's no way if you look at Matt Patricia's track record that he should have been the defensive coordinator. Like you say, this guy was 10-1. Even if this guy messed up some games and looked like the defense was gonna fall apart. No, you get your truth together. You talk to him, you boom, 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 boom. Right. You get him, you figure it out, or you wait till that bad week if it was early enough or whatever. But there's no way you're supposed to turn the hands over to Matt Patricia.
No.
And then not only that, you worse.
That's
what you were.
That's correct.
Exactly.
And now Matt Patricia might be setting it up to where Sirianni get fired and they bring in another Patriot coach. Head coach or something.
You're right.
Or here come Bill Belichick or something because they trying to say Bill won the league. And you need Bill to come up because Bill can't win in the AFC, folks. You need Bill to come over to the NFC. Now, Bill come over to the NFC, he have a better chance of winning. putting together a team because the AFC, like you say, it just too
It's
many
too much.
great quarterbacks, too much air attack, and they have passed him on the offensive side.
Right. Right.
He's not caught up in the AFC. Now in the NFC, I think he can stay with them.
Stay there.
Yeah,
Okay.
he can stay the course with that San Francisco and what they doing and with the Giants,
Giants and all
what
that.
the Lions doing. You see when they played them with 26 zip.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? All that. So he can keep up with the NFC. It's the AFC, so they might be setting it up for him to go to come to Philly. You know what I'm saying? That's just my opinion.
Right. Okay.
Go ahead and take away.
I mean, like I said, out the gate, no. You know what I'm saying? No, it just, that's why I feel like you must got some dirt on these people. You know, you maybe you
He
the
keep a job, don't he?
I'm
He keep
saying
a job.
maybe you the Jeffrey Epstein of
But
the
you know how they say-
NFL. You know what I'm
they
saying?
say? Once you in that fraternity,
You in?
once you in, you in.
You're right.
Like you say, a casard, a job back.
Somehow you doing something here and there. Right.
I'm trying to figure out. Wake up one day like, I want to be an offensive coordinator.
Right. How does that work?
But that was Bill Belichick, because remember, he didn't want him to take, because he had his son as the defensive coordinator.
Right.
Oh,
So he didn't want to take nothing from his son, you know what I'm saying?
Like-
But you could at least make him the co-coordinator or something.
Something, right? Coach,
Yeah,
coach.
right.
Yeah, you could have did something other than doing that foolishness.
But that lets you know he
Yeah.
don't care about all of it. He think his defense can stop anything.
Yeah.
But like I say, if he gets, I ain't gonna say smart enough, but if he get over there and do like everybody else or what he should do,
Right.
just go and get you an OC, let him do his thing.
Right.
Get you a DC, let him do his thing. Or you also be the DC and don't mess with the offense, period.
Right.
And you play that D side and you great.
Right.
Only in the NFC though. That's it. Only. Conspiracy theory. Did the NFL set up the playoff games? Conspiracy theory. Did the NFL set up the playoff games? Y'all know what they saying.
I feel like
Y'all know what they saying.
I feel like it is. I'm really starting to feel like that on a lot of games, and I feel like I think they working that towards that. Cause what's the bigger story than to say Matty Ice is coming back home?
Coming back to Lions.
Yeah, he got to come home to the
Packers.
Lions where he had, he played for us before and all of that kind of stuff. You got to come to the Lions,
Right.
and win a game against your former team. That's a big time.
What the other
What you wanna say?
Green Bay.
And Dallas.
He won what's the dude name? What's the head?
McCarthy.
Won
Yeah,
the
he was the
Super Bowl.
coach with
Won the
Green
Super
Bay.
Bowl with Green Bay.
So these are
Which
like
one?
big stories.
I'm gonna let y'all
What you
keep it up there. Oh, you don't know?
I'm missing. What I'm
We
missing?
missing another one. What's the other one?
I'm talking about the KC.
Oh,
Tyreek Hill.
Tyreek Hill going home. Yeah.
Tyreek, baby.
He gotta go right. He got to go to Kansas City. So I just feel like, all of this is set up for that because we need storylines. We need to drum up the
week about it.
we need to drum this up. It's playoff time. We got to drum this up. What we gonna talk about? And you see where they put him at Sunday night game. You know what I'm saying? They put him at prime time.
Prime.
You feel me?
Right, yeah.
So they doing it.
It's money.
Right, we gotta get this money. So everything is set up like that.
Yeah.
I know they're not gonna ever admit to it. They
No.
never gonna admit to it. You
No.
know what I'm saying? But
No.
I swear it seemed like it's set up like that. So I'm a conspiracy theorist on this one that I think it's something in the water. You know what I'm
It
saying?
definitely is. I agree with you
Go
with
ahead,
that one.
CB.
I agree with you because it's just looking at the whole scenario. Everybody got something to talk about all week long.
Exactly.
You can do the Lions and Rams. You know what I'm saying? You can do Green Bay and Dallas.
Mhm.
And like I said, I completely forgot about Tyreek going to Kansas City.
Right. Miami and Kansas
Struggling.
City. Right.
Receivers can't catch the ball.
Exactly.
Man, yeah. So I can see that. It was written.
Where is
It was definitely written. That's my conspiracy theory. It was written.
And y'all both got a point on that, but here go my thing about it. It's like this. Remember when the game where they had to kick the extra point and they just took the nil? Remember that game and everybody's like, oh man, because it messed up the parlays and everything. Remember this the first time when they scored the touchdown before the game ended, and they didn't kick the extra point, they kneeled and then kicked it off. That's one of the other theories that I think, man, that I think that they got something to do with it. And I had wrote something else down what I think. The referees when they making these calls, how many times they making the wrong call at the end of the game to
Right.
make sure that it goes the other team way.
Right.
Like what they did to the Lions.
Yeah.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Like you wait till everything was successful. It was this. Even what
Then the
happened
flag,
after
then,
that,
then the
then
flag come out.
5 minutes later, here come a flag. You know what I'm saying? It's like they wait till certain things happen,
Right.
and here come the call, and then they making that play. So yeah, you can see a lot of things kind of happening
Right.
just by how the referees is calling things toward the end. Like, oh,
Right.
hold on, they making this play.
Right.
Oh
Right,
man,
right.
they throwing the flag. You see this out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's like
No doubt.
they either trying to get that team that chance to win, get close to that point spread, something. You know what I'm saying? It's
Right,
something.
right.
Like we saying it, we know it's entertainment now. You know what I'm saying? Like you had a lot of food, but now
Mhm.
since now it's all about betting. Now it's all about people don't even care about the game.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right,
They
saying?
don't care about
You
the
got
game at
more
all.
women betting now. I
What?
see more women in line,
I
you know,
Yeah.
on
What?
phones and then lines of casinos betting
Casinos
than men.
betting like
You know what I'm
crazy.
saying?
Exactly. Betting
It's all
like
about the
crazy.
money now. You know what I'm saying? So it's most definitely, I think it's that theory, and then for like all this to go, but I think it's some money can be. Speaking about that, I believe it's some money that's gonna be won this weekend just
Mm.
by these teams being set up. Like
Right.
that.
Right.
You
Right.
know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
For sure.
yeah, but I think it's a definitely something like that. Like you say, just by that Lions game though,
Uh-huh.
and then to go to Dallas.
Right.
Instead of Dallas, you know what I mean? Instead of, Detroit having two home games,
Right.
Detroit win, Dallas win that, and then now all of a sudden,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Matty Ice and them, like you say, now that's going to be a little conflict, controversial game,
Right.
Matty Ice and
Mhm.
against golf and stuff
Yeah.
like that,
Yeah.
Then you
Cause
got, like you say,
golf going against his old team
right,
too.
you feel
So
what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
y'all
yeah.
got rid of me. I got to point to prove.
Traded me for peanuts or what like.
Exactly. You traded me
So,
the whole 9 yards.
so I believe all these games set up. It's gonna be good for us. It's gonna be good for talk. It's gonna be
Right.
good for
Right,
news.
right.
It's gonna be good for
Always.
everything. You know what I'm saying?
No doubt.
Yeah,
No.
yeah. But yeah, it's most definitely that theory though. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
y'all see me. I'm flipping these pages, trying to get everything together. My bad, people. I usually had a table. We got these mics now. You know what I mean? So, but we gonna keep it rocking like this here. Will this be one of the worst quarterback classes? Will this be one of the worst quarterback classes? And since I see you looking up in the air like that, young P, I'm gonna let you see what you're talking about.
So I don't think it's going to be one of the worst quarterback classes. That's a bit much, but it's a far stretch from being the best. Because I mean, I guess one of my top quarterback classes would have to be what's that 83 with Jim Kelly and all of them. Did they come out in 83?
You talking about Elway?
Elway and all them, Dan Marino, all them came out together.
Kozar too, right?
Yeah,
Maybe
so I think
Kozar.
that's like one of the best right there.
Houston.
Yeah, I think that's one of the best. But
Fantastic.
I don't think it's gonna be one of the worst. I think part of the problem is they're gonna have to go to teams that's kind of subpar, right? So you figure um who Carolina? Well, the Carolina got a quarterback, but you figure Washington. So they Washington has got what the third pick or something like that. So you figure one of them is going there. At least that's what I feel like in that top pick. I don't. I feel like Chicago need to be trading there, so that means somebody else is gonna try to jump up and take theirs. I don't feel like Caleb. Once I start watching him more and getting more in depth with Caleb Williams, he's gonna need. He has to go to the right team and get some great quarterback training and teaching him how to read a little bit better, be able to pick his go through his progressions better. I think he's gonna have to. He needs a lot of things. He needs some things working on him. And I think the only thing in his favor right now is because I think Penix, this game against Michigan, Penix hurt Penix, which they could have catapulted Penix up, I think, further up in the draft. old boy from North Carolina. He has a strong arm, but I don't think he's done enough either to be the catapult over Caleb. So Caleb is getting the first quarterback off the bill off of default. You know what I'm saying? Not necessarily that you're the best quarterback. Do I still think it's the worst class? I don't think it's the worst class. I feel like Johnny Manziel and them, when whoever came out, I think they was. I think that was a little bit worse. But I don't think it's like it ain't in the top, but it's probably like in the middle. I think time will tell. The thing with Penix, he's gonna be too injury prone, so I think he's gonna be out the
You
league.
gonna take it off? Okay,
Let me say
because
something.
I'm gonna change it
My,
up.
my
I'm gonna
thing
change
is
the
this.
narrative up.
I don't think if it's not the worst, it's most definitely in the tops. And the reason why I say that is because these quarterbacks now, they're nice. They look nice for for the college ball and all of that.
Right.
But in the NFL, like how we were saying, they're going to have to get one of those coaches like a McVay, a Shanahan, like how we got the Ben Johnson and stuff
Right.
like that.
Right.
Coaches just gonna and then some of the coaches because these quarterbacks coming out now, they too much not can stand in the pocket. They like to do that RPO.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if you don't get one of them coaches that's mastered and offensively,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying? Like the coaches that we name it, like Andy Reid, you know what I'm saying, and all of those
Right.
that that can develop these quarterbacks in their system and they looking good. If they just go to these ordinary offensive play, like prime example, if Chicago get rid of
Fields.
Fields and draft Caleb
Okay.
and keeps the same coaching coordinator, I don't think that they will make it. I think that everybody gonna be like, oh man, why they do that? Oh man, they should they better off was keeping Field. I believe that it's not going to be an upgrade. It's not gonna be. I believe you will have to trade your your coach and your coordinator and bring in an offensive guru type of player for Caleb, so you can get what you want out of him. Go ahead.
Right. So I'm gonna change it up. I think it's gonna be one of the better classes of years past. Reason being, you have at least a good that I can think of 5 strong candidates for court. That's going to be
But I
first
don't even think
round
it's gonna be
drafted.
better than last year's class.
I think it's going to be better. Reason being because
CJ
all these quarterbacks that's coming out now, they're older. They're not younger. They're older. All of them
Penix
basically
broke up,
25, 26, right?
Penix,
And
bro, they're not that old.
they a lot of them about 25, getting ready
I
to turn
said the
26.
systems in college, but go
But
ahead.
I'm saying this as if we can get a young, if the team depends on who they hire, get a young offensive coordinator and develop the system around that quarterback that they draft. If it's a RPO style quarterback or if it's a pocket quarterback, whichever situation may be, because we all know that the NFL is a copycat league, right? So
Yeah,
what did Houston do? Houston, my man, what's the head coach?
yeah, we talking
He
about
brought he brought he,
yeah.
brought- he
Danico
brought
You
Ryan.
brought
yeah,
in slow it.
he brought slower come from
Yeah.
San Fran though.
That's
But
what I
but
said. You got
but
to bring in something like that.
but what I'm saying is the offensive coordinator is young, so he had to sit down with CJ like, what you comfortable running? Okay, now I'm gonna add a little tweak to it. So all I'm saying is whatever coordinator has to be
We
open
see
minded.
him,
You can't
even
be
though
you can't be no old school
now
stubborn
prime
coordinator.
example, him and Brock Purdy might as well say they both rookies, even though this Brock Purdy's second year. Brock Purdy looking good last year, just like him this year. Same thing with C.J. Stroud. Slowick probably sat him down and said, "Yeah, it was kind of you," but as we seen on highlights and everything that they brought up and everything,
They run
they're
the
running the
same-
San Francisco offense.
But they all
So
come from San Fran though, right?
but see, that's what I'm saying. If you paying attention, like I said, if you get them, he got to get. They have to get that type of offensive coordinator. If they get, like I said, if they go to Chicago and Chicago don't switch up them coaches and don't bring that type of coordinator over there, it's gonna be a wrap. If they don't change the head coach or bring that type of coordinator over there to do that, it's no sense of trading Fields for Stroud. It's gonna be
Right.
the same.
But so what I'm saying with Chicago, they learned towards the end of the season, whoever the coordinator was somehow said, you know what, Fields, whatever plays I'm running, you ain't comfortable with, and we losing. So once they changed it and put the offense around how what Fields was comfortable in. You see Chicago, they started winning ball games. So I say even if you go to Chicago and they keep the same coach and coordinator, he's going to sit down because hopefully he learned his lesson and don't be a stubborn bull and he listen like, oh, okay, this is what we doing, this is what you're comfortable with. Let's rock out. You know what I'm saying?
Speaking of these quarterbacks, like I said, I don't see none of these quarterbacks. May and Bo Nix, he looked good to me because of the system in
Oregon.
Oregon. When I seen him in Auburn with that system, he didn't look good, like I say. So it's gonna be all about what coordinators they get to in the NFL. And certain coordinators that they going to in the NFL, I don't think they're gonna look good. Then some of them might still get drafted and not be the starter of the team. Some might, and some might not. You know what I mean?
Right,
I
right.
just don't think that like I say, May from UNC, Bo Nix, and all these guys. To me, they like a Trubisky. You know what I mean? It's like you're looking like a Trubisky all over again. You know what I'm saying?
Damn,
That's,
Trubisky.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Oh my
It's,
God.
you know.
Not even
So,
Mason Rudolph.
nah, no, they're looking like Mitch Trubisky. That's who they just gonna wind up looking like.
Mastermind, where you put him at? Would they be one of the
Well,
great?
so go ahead, Master.
Yeah, yeah. Welcome. Sorry
My
about
bad.
that.
I had technical difficulties, America, but I'm here. I'm here.
Right,
I'm here.
right.
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. I want to say what you said, New, that it's gonna be better than what we actually think.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna because I think a lot of them, due to all these surprise firings and you know what I'm saying, things of that nature. I think a lot of them teams are going to try to get some of these quarterbacks and cater to them so they won't have to go through the past bumps and bruises like how the other, quarterbacks they've been going through in the past. The only difference I say why I kind of want to say really with what you saying, I think now it's like more of them are almost groomed to be NFL players, you know what I'm saying, than what they were in the past. I think some of them, don't get me wrong, they got to work on some of them, got to work on mechanics because that's the adjustments you got to make from college to the pros. I'm not saying that all of them's going to come in and just bam, splash and be the hit. But I think overall, it's going to be some quarterbacks that come from little schools in this draft. I think that we tend to might forget about, like your guy at Liberty if he coming out.
We
you know
talking
what
about
I'm
these
saying?
top ones that they usually they always be talking about.
Oh, okay.
Usually
No,
it
I just
always
was
be the
going.
ones that like how we saying in the fifth, sixth, and on them round that be the ones that pop.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. I
These
think
are the
that.
ones that they top ones, like back then with the Tim Couches and the Keedy Smiths and
Yeah.
all them type of quarterbacks.
It's just so many, man. Because I know we keep hollering about Khalid and Drake May, and
I'm talking
Bo
about
Nix
these
and all
top
them.
five,
We
these top five and six. I'm talking about
unless
these
you're a
McDaniel.
quarterback.
I was about to say
Jay
Jay McDaniels and all
McDaniels.
them. But like I'm saying, it all depends on where they go because a lot of these players might not even start because a lot of these teams, what teams really need quarterbacks? A lot of these teams really have them. And then a lot of them you might be like,
I look at it like
you know what I mean?
this: Tennessee gonna get a quarterback if
That's
they
four
can
in a
get
row
into
you
the
done
ring.
got from Levi to Will Levy to
Well, no, I take
what
that
was the
back.
one before
I take
him?
that back. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
Tennessee gonna gamble with Will Levis for a minute. I take them off the list.
Yeah.
Washington.
I know Washington gonna get one.
Yeah.
Washington might
I
get two,
believe.
like they did back in the day when they got.
I hate to
Cousins
say it.
and,
I know this your man Ice,
Oh,
but I think BMF and them gonna try to get a quarterback.
okay.
I think they gonna try to get one. I think
I'm on Tampa.
yeah.
yeah.
I think who else? I think
Arizona. I don't
I
think
think
Arizona.
Minnesota might try to get one.
Yeah.
Now Minnesota
think-
get one. Like I said, that'd be good because
Denver
of that
gonna try to
coach,
get
because of
one.
that coach over
Yeah.
there.
Denver
I think
definitely.
Denver gonna try to get one.
But I don't think Denver's going to get one of these top ones like May or none of them.
I believe
That's
that
what I'm
I
saying.
believe this though, Ice. I believe somewhere in there, a lot of those quarterbacks gonna drop when it's draft day. I think some of them, so you're gonna see people picking like offensive linemen and might even be a running back or
And that's
something.
why that's what I'm saying. These top quarterbacks ain't what it is.
No,
That's
what I
why
mean by
say
that is this.
They go,
I still say that they're gonna get picked in the first round.
Depends
So
on
they're
what
gonna
the
be
team
somebody.
needs.
Yeah, they're
no,
gonna
no,
be
I
somebody.
understand that.
They're gonna be somebody's first round pick. Don't get me wrong.
But
The
my
ones
thing
that's
is this.
predicted, and I
Back in
think that might help them succeed.
like back in '83, like how you were just saying, one of the best was Elway and Marino and like them. Let them be these quarterbacks. I don't care who was on there. If them quarterbacks up, I'm taking them. I'm taking them. I'm taking what I'm saying is these quarterbacks here is all about. It's iffy.
I think it's gonna be some of them.
It's gonna be
You gonna
iffy.
start hearing linemen climb. You gonna
Yeah.
start hearing.
But like I say,
linemen because a lot
yeah,
of teams need
all of
that.
them. But I'm just saying these quarterbacks that was up for the Heisman and all like that. What I'm saying is, yeah, they're gonna get drafted lower, and they're not gonna be starters later on. They just gonna be there. They're gonna be journeymen.
I think out of 5 of them, you
They
gonna hit
get
on
it.
about
I ain't gonna say they not gonna get a shot, but
2
when
or
they
3.
do, y'all gonna be like,
I think out the 5, you're gonna hit on 2 or 3. I don't think. I think the other 2, you know what I'm saying, and the possible probably be, misses.
okay. Did the play-in tournament do what it intended to do? Did the play-in tournament do what it intended to do? Young Pete.
So this is my this is what I feel like the playing tournament was supposed to do. I feel like it was two things. One, get us to watch the NBA a little bit earlier, and then two, try to get them to play more intense basketball, right? At an earlier stage than
Right,
wait until you get closer to the playoffs.
Mhm.
So I do feel like it did what it was intended to do.
Okay.
Got people watching earlier, and there have been some intense games that I have watched that I'm like, okay, these boys getting at it. You know what I'm saying? So I think in the end, it did what it was supposed to do. Do I think it's something that they should keep? I think they can get rid of it. And I think they need to figure out something else. You know what I'm saying? That can do the same thing, but I think they can get rid of it because
Pete barbecued it in his inaugural season. Like
right,
it's over.
first
Get out of
season.
here.
I mean, because some of them was just.
No
I mean,
adjustments to it. No nothing. Just get it out of here.
I mean, because I don't know how you could adjust it because I think maybe because it's in his inaugural season,
Right.
people were didn't really take it full advantage of it or really bought into it till they started getting closer and closer. Got out of the pool part of it, got towards now we really started playing for who can be the championship. So I think maybe you should just do something simple. We ain't got to do all this pool play or whatever. Maybe if you do want to make an adjustment, go strictly to this tournament style, and we going straight at it, one and done. And then you ain't got to do the pool play where you got to win 2 or 3 games, and then maybe you make it to the next round. So yeah, on one hand, it did what it was supposed to do. Did it make us watch earlier? It did. Some of the games were more intense? It did.
Right.
But I feel like we can get rid of that, and they can figure out something else to still have the same effect. But you're going against the NFL, so it's going to be hard no matter what.
My thing, like how you said, it did do what it supposed to do, and it didn't. Like you say, for the first week, no, because everybody's like, "What happened? What's going on?" This and
Right.
that. Then finally, everybody caught on and found out what was going on, and then it was like, "Oh, damn, that's what them commercials about." You know what I'm saying? All that. Then, like you say, then plus LeBron made it to the end, so I believe another reason why they also could have made that happen. You know what I'm saying?
You
They
going back
get
to your
the end,
conspiracy theory.
make everybody, I'm saying, everybody tuning in.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody watching and, you know what I'm saying, like that. And, you know what I mean? Making it watch dinners in Vegas.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And making it see, if it's be a little successful now, maybe we can keep it going. You know what I'm saying? But it didn't work, in my opinion, because you was going to have it on, you could have had it on nighttime, daytime, anytime we'd have watched it because it wasn't no NFL games on. You
Right.
know what I'm saying?
Right.
Right.
Now the NFL is finna show you again because these games are night games.
Right.
And I'm quite sure it's gonna be some NFL some NBA games.
Yeah.
I'm not watching.
Everybody gonna be
Yeah, you watching playoffs.
so the NFL, like they say, so they did it right, but they got a little tweaking, you know what I'm saying, whatever to do. But like you say, they just gotta wait to NFL over.
Yeah.
Once it's over, they pick. I know they trying to get the viewers during the NFL season, but the only way you're gonna get that is like you said, if you do that again, keep it to night games when it ain't on no NFL game nights,
Right.
and just hope it it kick in like that. Other than that, you gotta wait till the NFL season is over.
So I got two P2 times.
Yes, sir.
Time it.
I think the in season tournament can work. Got to tweak it a little bit. I wish, in my opinion, that instead of them putting all the teams in it, take the teams that did not make the playoffs, right? Put them in the tournament. The winner gets the number one pick. You know, you get the first pick of the draft, the upcoming draft, that'll keep down all of what we call what they keep saying when teams be losing on purpose, try to get more
tanking
picks.
the season and
Yeah,
all that kind of stuff.
I think that'll cut down on that because if you win the tournament, you ain't no questions asked. I won a tournament, I get the first pick.
That sound
board.
good. That sound
You know,
good. I like that,
you know what I'm saying?
CB. I like that.
Yep.
Your lottery is in order.
Go-
First place,
yeah,
second
I
place.
like
second
that,
place, you know,
CB.
I think they should do that. I don't think they will
Yeah,
though.
but that still sounds good. Call
But
that,
that's just, yeah, that's a good that one. I wish I would have seen that.
My
And
only
then,
question is this: when do you do that? If what you saying, you do that
So
in the
they
season?
system right now, man.
you do it around the time that you doing it, but instead what comes to my next theory is
But see, the only thing about that, just say this, Vincent, because you saying they get the lottery pick, and you say still do it around the same time. I can't tell who's gonna be in the lottery if I'm doing it at the beginning of the season. You see what I'm saying?
right. So you
It
said
makes
towards
no
the end-
sense. Yeah, that's the only
towards the
time
end
it'll
of the
make
season.
sense to do it. I
Right.
mean,
Right.
how can I tell who's gonna be in the lottery at the third of the season?
Yeah, yeah, but also I'm saying have it at a neutral site since we had it at Vegas, the championship game. If we're gonna keep all the teams in it, we know that football is king on Sundays, right? If we do it around the same time that they're doing it, we take 4 or 8 teams and y'all play the weekend at Vegas. Then you take another 4 or 8 teams and you play, you know what I'm saying, at Vegas or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
Even though he
Something like that.
did it and said it wrong, I make it try to come some way. How he said the teams that don't make, but like he said, how they do it at the beginning or something like that. I make it like how you said, make it to where they play for them, start playing for the lottery pick, something like that. Like you saying, but like how you saying it could happen
Towards the
toward the
end.
end play. But
Yeah.
I tried to advise that was a good one though, but you couldn't do it at that time.
No, you
Right.
can't. Yeah, that's the only thing.
Right.
Now, me, I just say this. My take on that is, I'm kind of like everybody on the panel. I just did both, but to me, one key thing that I thought that it was designed to do, that I don't know if it did or not. I thought it was designed to pick up a big time sponsor for the tournament. So now we can start calling it the Prudential tournament, or
Tournament,
whatever.
something,
You know what I'm
right.
saying? Get a major name sponsor behind it. Now, I don't know if the big major sponsors feel like it got enough viewers to start saying, well, I'm about to put billions into this.
To this, yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the thing. I don't know if it did or if it didn't.
Right,
But
right.
it did do one thing. It did get us to start watching basketball a little bit
Early.
earlier.
Yep,
It did
yep.
do that. Now, the tournament itself, to me, it was too kind of disguised like the games when
Yeah.
it was. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
To me, you got to start emphasizing that. You got to, you know what I'm saying? You got to make it.
is that.
Yeah, so we can know to tune in because I'm just
Right.
watching a regular Central Division game and I'm not thinking about this a tournament game. Or
Right.
It's like Ice
looking
said,
at the
like
floor
Ice
like I know
said,
that that's supposed to mean something, but if I
Right.
ain't really
That's what
thinking
I'm
about
saying.
it,
That's what like
the
at
floor, I'm gonna
next
say, yeah, that
stage,
looked nice. They must have did something new to their floor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That might be something they experiment with. That's it. Right?
I agree with Ice on that. Like the first weekend that happened, I'm like, the floors look nice. They must have changed it up. Then the second weekend, I'm like, it's
Right.
that's what they got the floors.
But the only thing I'm saying is you got to find a way to just like stop making it so random.
Right,
Meaning
right,
like,
right, exactly.
okay, we playing this
Just a
week,
regular
and
game.
then tomorrow is regular season,
Right.
and then 5 games down. Oh no, this one a tournament game. You like, wait a minute,
Yeah.
hold on.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Just
always
make the
get
first
weekend.
weekend. I just say this,
Right.
if it was me, your beginning weekend of that, just make that your tournament.
All the games.
Flat out, all the first 8 games is your tournament, and as soon as it's over, boom, pick your winner right then and there, and then roll into your regular season schedule.
Because
It's too confusing.
if we follow mastermind rules, Pistons wouldn't have lost 28 straight. So
That too, yeah, that too. But I'm just saying, it's too confusing. We don't know what's tournament, what's regular season. It's just
The good thing about the tournament, they showed us that boy named Halliburton, baby.
Yeah.
And we knew about him a little bit, but
He worked
he
out.
was making us
yeah, he did.
stay on him.
all the way to the final.
Worked out.
Still on him right now, even though he didn't get injured.
Right.
Hey, you own him. Your eyes was on him. So that was a good thing about that tournament. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Anybody else got something else to say before we move along? No. All right. Yep, that was a great tournament. Best NBA basketball duel. Best NBA basketball duel. Who we going with? Joel Embiid, Tyrese Maxey. Who we got? Tyrese Halliburton, and what's his name? What's
Mo- Motrin.
Matthew Burton?
Matthew Burton.
Matthew Burton. And
Mhm.
we have
Mac.
Shay, and we have Chet. Shay and Chet Hunger. Alexander, folks. Shay Alexander and Chet Hunger. Who the best duo between that mastermind out them three? Joel, Tyrese, and Matthew Burton.
I'm
Shot.
gonna have to go with the most proven out of that, and that's gonna be Embiid and Maxi.
Yes, sir.
But my heart and my soul is really with SGA and Chet. No, I think in the long run you might see that as being the best out of these three that we just was
Yeah.
searching from, choosing from. But I just say this: if Halliburton keep doing what he doing, Macron is good, but it's a couple other guys over there that I might say might be a better duel with him. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Besides Mandarin, but he's good. Don't get me wrong. I like Mark and he's good. If I'm saying his name wrong, forgive me for screwing your name up. But you're a good player. You want to come up. But out of that, I got to go with Maxi and Embiid. It's proven. You know what I'm saying? They don't have more time together to gel together and to work together. And Maxi is really coming into his own this season. So I got to go with that. And we already see with Embiid. I think the Nick Nurse hire might have been the greatest thing that ever happened to Philly. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it
Since the
was.
Philly
Yeah,
steak.
it was.
I ain't gonna lie to y'all. Since the
Go
Philly
ahead, take
cheese
it away,
steak.
CB. I mean, Young P.
Say since the Philly State.
Since the Philly cheese steak, Nick Nurse, baby.
Right. Well, yeah. Out of those that we're choosing from, those three, I went strictly with Philly, the Philly connection. You know what I'm saying? That's where I'm leaning towards, especially once Maxie was able to get the reins let off him a little bit. Now he got more autonomy to do more things. Joel already doing his thing, so that was, you know what I'm saying? I kind of put him to the side. So I just feel like that Philly connection is probably the best one right now. I think in the long run, SGA is working out. He acting a real ass this season. You know what I'm saying? He clowning. You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
Chet doing a lot better than I thought he was gonna do. Don't get me wrong. I thought he was gonna come into his own, and be something. You know, he had the injury last year, so we didn't get to see him like we thought we was gonna see him. But this year, he's coming into his own. So I like that combination as well. But I'm more so going with the Philly connection. That's where I'm at with it.
Well, like both of the boys said, Philly, you got Joel and Tyrese, like Mastermind saying, right now they the most proved. Even though they ain't proved too much, nobody went to the finals or nothing. But Joel has been proven. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be the kind of dominant MVP race and all that type of stuff. And but so just on that, I'm gonna go with that. But like you say, Shy and Chet, them boys looking good. But like how we saying, if Hallenberg can get that one more player with him that can be on a consistent,
Mhm.
because out of all these players that we mentioning right now, he's number one. He's the most exciting. He's like,
Halliburton?
yeah, even though he got the unorthodox, like I said,
No,
them
I
dimes and
disagree
everything
with
he's
that.
dropping.
I'm
Just,
SGA, baby.
About to say
this
SGA.
is my
SGA over
opinion.
Halliburton. I
This
got
is
you.
my
I got
opinion.
you.
This is my opinion. What I've seen. Like I say, I've been on SGA the same time you guys was, and we was screaming him last year and all that.
We
But
was.
right now, when I'm seeing this young man dropping 23 dimes, 20 dimes, and 20 dimes every other night like that, and these other guys is playing guard and stuff, it's not doing it like we say. We all can score. They all can score because he also scoring too, putting up points, putting up 20 and 30 points with them 20 assists and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is he's dropping these dimes that these other guys is not doing. Like I say, SGA, yeah, he can put up 30 a night and he can drop these assists also. But I'm saying this guy here, he's dropping 20. Like I didn't seen him, we just seen him drop 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20, 20 like that. But just my opinion. Like I say, we all know SGA that deal. We were talking about him last year, but now he go another guy that's gonna rise up. Like you say, that tournament show what he can do. And right now, he been doing that thing. Right now, everybody been talking Boston. Right now, Indiana been doing the thing to Boston these couple games. They've been doing the thing to Milwaukee a couple games. So it don't look like they the tops right now. Just because they're on that running gun thing. And they got a veteran coach in Carlisle. But like I said, that's my opinion. I'm gonna let y'all go ahead.
So I know all three of y'all sort of filling up Maxi and Embiid, but I'm going with this season right now. The dynamic duo, when it's all said and done, is going to be Showtime Pacers, people. Showtime Pacers. The boys get up and down that court, man.
Yeah.
They're the highest scoring team in the league. You know what I'm saying? You got Halliburton, and you got Maltron, and you got a big fella. What's the big fella name?
In the middle. I
Turner.
forgot his name. Big Turner.
Yeah, Turner. You got a shooter with Buddy. All you doing is running. Almost look like Showtime Lakers a little bit,
You
baby.
boys is slipping on SGA and company.
Yeah, we know
Okay,
about
Let me tell you, I'm
SGA.
just telling you. Let me just explain
We know
why I'm
about
saying.
that, but
Well, take it away.
Halliburton-
Then.
Let me explain why I'm saying
Don't,
it.
don't do your thing.
Halliburton, you are doing your thing. All them assists he rung off, that sounds beautiful and all of that. The one thing the SGA bringing to the table, baby, he is a two-way player. He is locking the other guy down. Watch it if you ain't watching. Tune in for that side of his game. He is a very elite defender.
Okay,
He's not just good, he's an elite,
Elite
defender.
Okay.
You better watch in and start watching. And I'm going to tell you something else. I don't know for sure. I'm not saying Halliburton not. I'm not saying that. But I know for sure SGA is a killer. Give it to
Oh,
him
yeah,
and say it's time to get him out
He
of
was
here.
like that last year, though.
He's going to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
like I
You see what I'm
said,
saying? So that's
everybody
why I
know
said I
about
don't
that.
know.
We just putting y'all up on somebody
Right,
new.
right. Halliburton is nice. I'm not knocking his game, and I admit he is the one, just like how we did put everybody, speak highly of SGA. He is worthy of being spoke of now.
Nah,
He is definitely worthy of that.
Yep.
He is definitely the one when it comes to that. It's just that me, myself, I prefer the SGA as, you know what I'm saying, out of this combo, the
I
three
got
that we
a
just
question
said for
for you
number
for
one.
lockdown defense.
Mm-hmm.
Now, say for instance, SGA might play. What's the Pistons guard?
Cade
Okay.
or Ivy.
Ivy
Or Killian
or
Hayes.
Killian Hayes. He
Okay.
locked them down
Okay.
or something like that, and he put up his 30 or whatever. But then he plays whoever he playing like a Tatum or he play
See, Tatum is out of his position, but
I'm
I was
giving
gonna
an
use
example.
no, I was gonna
Or
give
Brown.
no, I was gonna give you this.
Who?
Denver, Murray.
Murray.
Yes, use
Okay.
him. We could use.
Okay, so
do he fit the criteria of what you're saying?
I was gonna pretty much put because Murray to me, he's he all right.
Okay.
He all right.
You say Tatum, you want to say one of the elites.
I was gonna say yeah, like the top players, you know what I'm saying? Other teams, you know what I'm saying? And
Right.
stuff like that. Like say Murray pretty cool, but sometimes
Cause see with
Murray might
them,
just be dabbing the ball.
I'm just saying this. This is just speaking on. Just say we'll use Tatum or Brown. We'll use them for your argument. With the Oklahoma team, it's set up where Dort would go check them because his
Right.
height,
Well, I
his
understand.
ability, his size.
Well, I need to see him.
That's
like
all
they
I'm
say.
saying.
I need
So now if
I
you-
need
if you
superstar
can-
on superstar. And
Now I
then-
would say
then-
this:
and
you
then I
would
need to
probably
see-
line him up with, say, for instance, if we going Ja Morant, you probably would see that. You see what I'm
Okay.
saying? What you saying?
Okay.
If you saying Jimmy Butler, you might have a chance of seeing it also.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
Well, we'll wait till they play them superstar teams. We'll check them out. Then I will see
Mhm.
how them goes. Because I like I said,
Because I watched
believe
him.
defenders are like somebody like you say when like when say for instance when Kobe be like, I'm checking LeBron. He ain't finna score. You know what I'm saying? Just an example. So,
That's what SGA got.
okay, right.
That's the gene of Kobe that he got
got.
that I say
Okay.
more than anybody else.
Yeah.
All that Devin Booker and all them, no disrespect to them. They got a lot of his traits,
Right.
Tatum and all of that. But
I
that
don't think they got the D like him though. But I
No,
agree
I'm saying,
with
but
you that.
that's the one.
I
No,
agree
I'm
with
just
you on
saying,
that. I agree
they
with
got a lot of his traits, but I'm saying
Gotcha.
SGA got
On the D.
that particular trait from him.
Gotcha.
I'm a killer, I'm a defender, and I'm
Gotcha.
going to get my man. We ain't got to
Gotcha.
go for that.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
All right, moving along. Is Devin Vassell the next young talent to shine? Is he the next one to step up? Starting off with you, CB.
You said Devin who?
Vassell.
From the
San Antonio
Antonio
Spurs.
Spurs.
Oh.
Devin Vassell.
Is that's Dennis Rodman? One I call Dennis Rodman.
No. That's Saran.
no.
What you talking about? Vassell is the other one. Vassell is a.
You don't know what we talking about.
Yeah,
We're
I know.
moving along. Come
Yeah,
on
moving
down.
on, yeah.
Okay, I'll tell you about Vassell. Vassell is a good player. He's a proven scorer. He can, you know what I'm saying, without a doubt, he can score the ball. He is, to me, you should start with the guy you were speaking of, that they part of the three, but it's Wembanyama,
Yeah.
then it should be Vassell, and then it might even be what's the one they were saying for the Pistons? Jones? Is that the one they were speaking of?
Which one?
The clear say it's I want to say his last name is Jones that play with the Spurs
The
also.
point guard.
No, I want to say he's a shooting guard
I
or
think his name
small-
Calvin Johnson or something
Johnson,
like that. Yeah,
I
I
think,
think
yeah.
so. Okay, yeah.
Okay. Those 3 to 4 is the team nucleus.
Yeah.
Okay.
Without a doubt. Vassell really is the number 2 guy. You see
Okay.
what I'm saying?
Right.
And if he get with the right, like say if he did leave Popovich, I don't know, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
I think that he might have an opportunity to actually shine where somebody might say he's a 1A because he has the ability,
Yeah.
he has the scoring ability of a young Klay Thompson.
Okay.
That's what I give him. He's a good, you know what I'm saying? He's a good asset to have.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, like, with the San Antonio system has it how it always has been, meaning like it's no superstar, you know what I'm saying, besides like Tim Duncan, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's
right,
like Wembanyama, you know what I'm saying? Don't get me
Yeah.
wrong. Vassell might fall into the Kawhi Leonard category.
right. Okay.
You see
I
what I'm
just
saying?
gonna say I'm glad
He
you
might
said that.
fall. He might fall into that where he can shine like that,
Yeah.
but I don't know for sure. You know what I'm saying? Because right now, to me, they're not using Wembanyama in the right.
Yeah, they're not using
like,
nobody right over there.
yeah, it's kind of just like Pop still in the old system. Like, okay, I got the height. He looking at the lineup and saying, yeah, he's 7 foot, he's 6'10", I'm back. I got the towers instead of just, you know what I'm saying, looking at their ability in the way that they play ball.
Right.
You see what I'm
Right.
saying? A lot of them are modernized, and Pop is still,
Old school.
get it
Still
down
old
low
school.
to in the post. You know what I'm saying?
Well, it's
Go ahead, MP.
it's definitely time for Pop to go sit it down and retire. You know what I'm saying? Now, what is this? His 4th year in the league.
Who?
Uh,
Vassell.
Yeah, this is third, fourth year.
I think I'm almost positive it's his fourth year.
Okay.
So I'm like mastermind. He definitely a scorer. I definitely think he's number 2 on their team, right? I think what's gonna hinder him a little bit is 2 things. One, the team he's on is why people not gonna talk about it, but that's why we got a show called Yeah, I Said It to bring to light these type of players.
That's right.
You know,
Vassell.
but I also think the last 2 years he's been injury prone a little bit. So he had a few injuries. I think knick-knack injuries that's been hurting him that are having sit out for a couple games. He bags it out. So I think in the end that's what's gonna kind of stop people from talking about him a little bit because of that part. But as far as a score, yeah, he gonna be a killer. I think he definitely gonna be a killer. You know what I'm saying?
No, he.
Vaselli.
You know what I'm saying? For what?
Let me put the Vaselli on there. Put the eye on there. Devin Vaselli, baby.
Yeah, from what
Yeah,
I
but
just saw.
It's like this. He can score. Like you said, he can get to that rack, right or left hand. He can shoot. Like you say, like Mastermind said, he will remind you of a young Kawhi, a Kawhi baby brother, or something, because he got some nice, decent defense. You know what I'm saying? He's not as tall, got a little length on him. I think about 6'5", 6'6".
Mhm.
And like you say, and in San Antonio, like you say, you got Wemby, then you got the other guys, would say with the Rodman head, what's his name, Sconiani or something.
Something,
like
yeah.
that.
Right.
We're gonna name Sconion.
Yeah, we gonna get your name on this show. Will be no harm. We ain't butcher your name, but we don't know how to pronounce it either.
Yeah, and it's just like, but if he can get traded somewhere to that east, somewhere them teams that we were just talking about, if he can get somewhere traded over in that east, anywhere, I believe he can step his game up, and shine because my man, I believe he that hidden gem. If he can get over there, like you say, with a Nick Nurse, something like that, or get over there with a Boston squad or something like that,
Mhm.
because he can play some defense and you can still use him as that wing man or that knockdown threesome that you need, because he gonna get his shot off. He definitely gonna get to that sweet spot.
I think he'll fit in on your hat.
You know, what
Put
I'm
him over
saying?
there in Brooklyn
Say
one
put him
time.
over there in Brooklyn with Cam.
Yes,
and
sir.
them.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? That'd be a nice squad too, the way
Yep.
they run and do
Right.
that thing. You know what I'm saying? So,
Mhm.
but yeah, if y'all not up on Devin for sale, y'all need to get up on this guy. Number 24 for the San Antonio Spurs.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying? Like you say, they lose and you're not getting a lot of show over there, with the Spurs, because they're not the Spurs are old, so they're not getting a lot of TV time and this, but
Right.
hey, if anybody can get this young man, or if the Spurs and them get to stepping up out of nowhere and get a and he a part of that. He gonna be a reason why. But yeah, y'all get up on him. My man can score, and like I said, good defender too.
Vassell, yeah.
Yep.
I give you a good grade, Vassell. You good over here in my book.
How long before Rick Pitino brings St. John and his brand back? How long before Rick Pitino brings St. John and his brand back? Go ahead, CB.
Say this year. They winning. They done knocked off a couple teams that was high ranked for the Big East that was supposed to be like in the top three. I think they popped Marquette. They popped Providence. So I'm gonna say this year. I'm gonna say this year. Now I don't know how far they're gonna get in the tournament, but you definitely gonna know it's a Rick Pitino squad at St. John's.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Anytime Rick is in the coaching period, you know
You gonna know
you
him.
already know.
Yeah.
Go ahead, young Pete.
Uh, I would probably give him. I'm not gonna give him this year. I give him probably give him a little bit more time. Only because of how college basketball has been going. Teams been getting knocked off like it ain't nothing. Teams that you think supposed to win ain't winning.
Right.
So it's up and down. The rankings go up and down fast and stuff like that. So I give him, to me, he need at least 2 to 3 years. He still got to kind of build the program up, get some more transfers in. I think he gonna jump in that portal.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's what's gonna help him out. He gonna jump in
I
that
agree,
portal
yeah.
and get them players over there. So I think once he do that, give him about 2 to 3 years. I'm not giving it to him this year though.
Go ahead, Master Man.
That's too soon.
You read my mind over here, P, because I was thinking 2 to 3 myself. Exactly. But now I'm gonna say this. Rick Pitino has the ability to upset a lot of teams.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because he done seen it all. It ain't no
Right.
changing no you can't change too much.
I
yet.
say about them old coaches,
Yeah.
bring them back who know it. But go ahead,
Yeah.
Master Man.
And then I say this. Rick Pitino has the ability to do the Nick Nurse, but in college. He can play multiple defenses.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And he can work
He's the inventor.
exactly. He can work different back cut screens and you know what I'm
All
saying,
that.
things that you might have forgot about.
Forgot all about it.
Yeah, he just run on out of bounds play just to,
Yeah.
mess with your mind. So I think 2 to 3 years, and he got a good chance at doing what you saying this year, Noob. Meaning that he can upset a lot of. If he get in the tournament, he gonna make some noise.
Yeah. Yeah.
Believe that they not just going home first round. You one and done. No,
I'm gonna say Ricky baby. I'm gonna say this: if they make it to that tournament this year, and like how you say, because he got a nice squad now. With the center who averaging that double double, his name
Mhm.
Soriano, got nice little some guards too, but they run through the big fella.
fella, yeah, it's his show.
But one thing about that Rick Pitino, like you say, we get because the game is really played how they was playing
Mm-hmm.
the three.
Yep.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yep.
So
He
this is
always
his
had
game.
shooters. Yeah.
You know, this is Rick Pitino. You know, this is his game right here.
Right.
Plus the running,
Mm-hmm.
the go ahead and press, and you know all that. You
All
gotta
the
get-
trickery. Remember how
you know,
Monster
yeah,
Mash
you
used
know what
to
I'm
kill
saying?
you.
Yeah, you know that. So he knows all of that. So as far as bringing the team and the brand back, the team is back this year, especially if they make it to the tournament.
Right.
Now, the brand and everything, if they make it to the tournament and he's starting to look good in Rick Pitino fashion, everything will be back next year. Because one thing that I know, he old school. So bringing the brand back and everything go with bringing back one thing.
The legends.
Not only that, sweet merchandise.
Yeah. You said,
Yeah.
that
The
merchandise,
baby.
So you gotta have nice merchandising, huh?
Yeah.
The STJ.
Bring back some of that. Hey,
The authentic
bring
St.
back some
John's
of that old school St. John's and boom.
Put you a Chris Mullen throwback jersey out here, baby. You gonna sell.
Because you got to remember back when I mean, who wasn't rocking in St. John's?
St. John's, Georgetown.
Yep.
It was the Big East,
That's what
baby.
I'm saying. That's
Yeah.
what, but then like I
Providence
said,
even.
but
It was
then
the
it-
Big East.
you know what I'm saying? Then it fell off. So by him being that coach and then trying to bring it back, you know, for Loof, and then like you say, then bring that merch back, and then you win it. then people get to rocking them sweet hats and jerseys
Jack,
or whatever.
yeah,
Yeah,
especially
that's
with
gonna be a
jackets
wrap.
now.
You know what I'm saying?
St. John starters,
Yeah,
baby.
you
He
know what I'm
was a
saying?
killer
So
with that.
I say if he just make the tournament this year, the brand and everything will be back next year, 100% on TV and all of that. He'll be on TV more and
I
everything.
think he gonna get on
I'm talking
TV
about
a
on
lot this year.
Saturdays and stuff like that. He'll be instead of he's gonna be on the ESPN all that, but he'll be on the prime
Time, I
games. You
got
know
you.
what I'm saying?
CBS,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I got
Or that 12 o'clock game. Stuff like that. Yeah,
Mhm.
I give it like that. Next year, baby. Next year. Uh oh. Uh oh.
Let's see what we
So
got
what
here.
we
What
got?
these
What we got?
producers sending us? Man?
Who
Come on.
was better in college?
Oh,
Chris Webber or Glenn Big Dog Robertson?
I'll start this one
Mastermind.
off. I have no problem with this. I know Detroit and everybody, baby. I love y'all with you 200%.
Yes, sir.
But in college, nobody could see the big dog. I just want y'all to know that. Glenn Robinson was a single-handed Michigan killer by himself. But don't get me wrong. Now, C. Webb, I give you credit. You was a beast. Don't get me wrong. Fab Five, I love y'all. But y'all know, too, deep down inside, that boy Big Dog was a problem. When he got to that free throw line, you might as well just count the bucket. Just put the score down. It was over. I don't care who you was. When he make that hop step to that middle, you're done.
What was I gonna say? It's like he invented that. Like,
Yes,
bro,
sir.
that shit,
Yes,
like
sir.
The big dog. Like, man, where that come from?
Bro,
Like,
yes, sir. Nobody never seen that to the big dog say, get right here in the zone. And bust him. Wow.
Yeah.
Everybody looking like, how's he getting there? Nobody else could get there, but he's killing him. Night in, night out, killing him.
Yeah.
So I go with the big dog on that one. I love you, C. Webb. You was a dog. Don't get me wrong, but I got to go with the big dog.
Go ahead, see. I mean, young P, I see you like,
I mean, yeah, see, only reason I was doing that is because, I just came off and I'm still on my Michigan High. I'm still on my Michigan High. But we around these parts got to be truthful to ourselves and what's right. You know what I'm saying? Speak the truth, the fact, and all that kind of stuff. So I gotta go with Big Dog at Purdue. You know what I'm saying? And what he was doing and all of that kind of stuff. Because Sewell was a killer, but you also had a hell of a team with you too. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think Purdue team at that time was nowhere near the 5-5 team. So Big Dog brought a lot to the table going at them boys. You know what I'm saying? But not just them, going at the whole NCAA, Big Ten, NCAA,
yeah.
all of that. So that's what's gonna get him the edge over C Webb. Now don't get me wrong, C Webb coming down, he yoking, he spinning, he doing all that kind of stuff. Yeah, but you wasn't Big Dog, you know what I'm saying? You wasn't Big Dog Robinson and none of that kind of stuff.
The name says it. Listen to what the
Big
name
Big
is.
dog,
Big Dog.
Baby.
what you got to say, young
Yeah.
T?
It's her.
And I'm a Michigan fan, so it was kind of hard for me to go against
Fab Five myself.
Fab Five the whole 9 yards.
C Webb and all them, they had a squad that,
Exactly.
but Big Dog was a one-man wrecking crew for the whole, not just Michigan, the whole Big Ten.
Exactly.
He came in himself and the other subs.
Exactly.
It was the other subs.
Exactly.
He put on the show. So I'm gonna go with Big Dog because he was a 5-5 killer. Talking about they couldn't do nothing against him.
Big Dog was
They
unstoppable.
whenever they would win some games in the Big Ten, but when it come to Purdue, they took that L. Indiana took an L. Illinois took an L. Big Dog gave out plenty of L's by himself.
Yes.
It was him. What's that song Eminem made? Me and My Band. That was Big Dog and them, baby.
Right.
Yeah. But hey, y'all already know. Like I say, like you say, Big Dog was something different. Like you say that that's the first time I seen that,
Right to the
know,
middle.
what everybody doing now, the little hop,
And he cuffed that boy.
That's the first time, the first kid
Rush it.
back
Yeah.
but like I say, we grew up playing against Webb and knowing, like you say,
Yeah. Down at
We
the
give you props.
down at the Saints.
he came a long way. I'm saying even when we played him in up at Hackett and when we played him in the tournament in a rec tournament when I forgot
They
the
call
white boy hit
Super
on his head
Friends.
back in the day, the 6'8" boy, yeah, when we was at Hackett, we
Yeah,
did it,
yep,
yeah,
yep.
yeah. And but like you say, he can grab the boards, push the brake, grab them boards, go up strong with that monster dunk, like you say. Hey, wasn't no stopping him when when he grabbed that rebound to go up strong. So wasn't no stopping him. He was like a baby Shaq like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But like you say, all around offensively, like you say, Big Dog was something different back then. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah.
Offensively, you know what I'm saying? Like you say, C Webb, you like you say, you was the baby Shaq. Couldn't nobody touch you down low back then. You was just untouchable. You was a monster. But on the all around game and like that, like you say, Big Dog was just by itself. You know what I'm saying? And if you could have did Michigan without them boys Jay Rose and Howard, because back then people thought that Juwan Howard coming in was a better all around player.
Player,
Thought
yeah.
that they was better
Right.
first, but then they started, switch it over to you. But everybody thought Juwan probably was a better one back then. So but
Remember
yeah, Big
Jimmy
Dog.
King, baby.
Right.
They was going
Mhm.
crazy over him and Ray Jackson. though.
Yeah.
Right.
But I'm gonna give it to Big Dog by a little, by a little, by a little,
Okay.
But yeah, well, you was a beast though.
Oh yeah.
Webb killed
Well, it was a beast
I
for
give you
sure.
all your praise, Webb. You was
Yeah.
the man, baby.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
then we got to the NBA and all like that.
And
Now
no
we got
disrespect to Jay Rose. Now, Jay
no,
Rose, boy,
like
we
I
know
said,
about you, Jay.
in
We
a
give you
meaningful
love.
way and all like that. But like I said, offensively, Big Dog, hey, that
Yeah, the
shot,
whole
that jump and all
package.
that became well, like I said, that stuff and
Yeah.
all that. Hey, seeing
Right.
something someone seeing. So before we end the show, we gonna do this here. Before we get to the parlay, I'm gonna let these guys give y'all some fibs, lies, or whatever before it even hit. Who y'all picks for the Super Bowl? I'm gonna start off with you, Young Pete.
Well,
Early picks, because I know
Right,
you're gonna
right,
have
right.
gonna have some more. So who
yeah,
your
yeah,
early pick?
yeah, things might change and all of that kind of stuff. Um, my early pick right now is for my man to the right of me team. You know what I'm saying? But I think here's my only caveat. I feel like that 2 week layoff might hurt Lamar because you didn't play last week. You get a bye week this week. That 2 week layoff might hurt him a little
He
bit.
picked you, didn't want to throw a jinx on.
Yeah, I know, I know that's that bullshit, but it is what it
That's
is.
Pete 2 times. I wouldn't expect nothing else, nothing less. I know.
That's that bullshit, but I'm on it. But my early pick right now, Baltimore. I think it's just their year. I think it's just the year of Baltimore, and it's going down.
It's
All right,
going
keep
down.
rotating it around. Too.
Take it
I wanna hear,
around.
yeah, I want to hear
Go
what's
ahead,
going
go
on
ahead.
around. I'm waiting on this one. This the part of the show I've been waiting
We
on.
gonna scream that 40 ball
Hold on.
bullshit.
Oh,
Wait,
see, I ain't think about.
I didn't say nothing. I didn't say a word.
They already know the brand and the logo. Know it's the 40 ball crew.
That's who gonna win the Super Bowl early pick.
That's my early
Okay.
pick, baby. Yeah, I said it. Dak, CD, I got y'all back. It's a lot of haters around me. I got y'all back. 40 ball crew, baby.
The Lions gonna pop though.
Go ahead, host. Let them know who you got.
Well, actually, I ain't had nobody,
Oh,
but I'm gonna, but I'm gonna go ahead and pick something for y'all. Let me see. Out that AFC, Buffalo might sneak up there. It's gonna be Buffalo or the Ravens out there AFC. They gonna have to bang heads. I think since they found that offensive coordinator and Joe Brady, he been stepping up and getting everybody involved and been keeping a little control under Josh Allen as far as handing the ball off just a little bit more and then giving them some some clean reads in that pocket too. So I'm gonna go with that. And then over there in the NFC, if the Rams don't pop the Lions this weekend, I'm gonna say it's gonna be the Lions versus the 49ers.
Mm.
mm.
And
Okay.
and and then when they, cause I ain't switching. It's gonna be either of them. Cause after somebody loses, like I said, we have to come back, and then cause like I said, it's early prediction. So that's my either or on both sides. After that, I'm a dog and out the race. I ain't in the race, baby.
Mm.
Well, we already know where I'm at, baby.
Yeah.
8. That's where I'm
Number
at,
8.
baby. Yes, sir. Number
Number
8,
8.
Lamar. And then like if it was somebody a kind of dark horse who I think that might pull something off.
Dark horse.
You gotta watch out for. I ain't gonna even lie to you, and I hate to say it.
40 ball.
Cleveland Browns.
Oh,
I ain't gonna lie. From over there in the AFC,
Flacco?
you gotta watch out for them. Meaning, no, I'm basically going off that defense.
This about to
That's
be
what
a
I'm
good
gonna
game
do.
between them this weekend. Them
Yeah.
and
So
Houston.
Yeah, that's what I said. And then because I was gonna put it like that, the winner of that Houston, what's in that Houston Cleveland
Cleveland.
game,
Yeah.
that's the team you're gonna have to really
One
watch out
thing
for.
about I want to say the difference on this one because I do like Cleveland, even though they won the first time, but Stroud wasn't there.
Yeah, that's what I said. I don't think
And I
Stroud. I
don't
think
know
Stroud gonna
Flacco
pick
was the
these.
quarterback at
He
the
wasn't.
time.
I think
Deshaun.
Stroud.
Deshaun was.
Now my thing is this: I believe if Houston want to beat Cleveland this weekend, because you know Flacco know that ball, he know that system, play action, that he great pocket quarterback. When they come in, they have to get him out that, keep him on the run. Don't let him stay in that pocket.
Yeah, get him off that point.
Get him off that. Don't let him gun you down. Even in play as
I
everything,
got
send that heat or whatever. Don't let him stand in that pocket. Keep him on the run. They they'll pull it out. My opinion.
Yeah,
Mm.
I just think Weston ain't got to just have a great. Got to have a great game.
Okay.
CJ got to have a great game.
Anything else on that before we get to the money?
Now
baby?
NFC,
Go-
let me tell you. Now
go ahead.
NFC, I'm gonna be
No,
real
go
with
ahead. I
you.
ain't know you. Okay, I know you.
The
was-
NFC is something different. Over there, it's kind of crazy. I like San Fran for sure. I kind of like them, but for some strange reason, man, I think the way the ball might roll, it might be the Lions in San Fran. It might literally be the
Yeah,
Lions in San
that's why
Fran.
I say. That's why I said if the Rams don't beat them this week,
Yeah. It
because they
depends
gonna
on how
beat
the
Dallas this time. If they play.
yeah. If they play Dallas again, they got
Yeah.
Dallas number.
Yeah.
Dallas
Right.
is not gonna be no problem.
Yeah.
And I know if San Fran play Dallas, it's a wrap.
Uh-huh. Yeah. So anybody want to start off that money, or y'all got it, or y'all need me to take it away? I'm gonna go ahead and take it away. They
Take
ain't,
it
they
away.
ain't ready.
Go ahead.
Go.
Yeah, I am. I'm trying to see right now. I'm
Mm-hmm.
gonna go with them Rams with the points. I'm not saying that the Lions gonna lose, but I'm gonna take the Rams with that 3.5. I'm gonna take the Rams with that 3.5. I'm gonna take Miami and KC. I'm gonna take the over. Mm. And y'all, is what's the name playing for sure or not? Yeah, not for sure. Watt.
He out.
Mm. I was gonna take Pittsburgh with that 10, but since Watt not playing, I'm gonna take that as a substitute. I'm gonna take who giving up that 7 and I'm gonna take Dallas with the 7.5 over Green Bay. There you go, right there.
All right, I'm a roll in. Y'all already know I always pick the road teams to cover or win outright. So I'm taking the Browns to cover their 2.5. I'm rolling with the Steelers to cover the 10 because they getting 10, and I'm taking the Packers to get that 7.5. Like I always say, something about that half a point. It always means something. So I think the Packers gonna take the Packers with the 7.5. They're getting 7.5. Steelers getting 10. Take them, and the Browns gonna cover the 2.5.
Mm-mm-mm.
Next up,
We got down to the last of the last games. That's where we at with it.
yeah,
so
yeah.
you know,
It's gonna be the
saying?
same. We gonna pick the same teams. It's
No,
all good.
I mean, yeah. We down to the end, but I'm looking at it from this standpoint. I'm gonna go with this. With the Cleveland Houston game, right? I'm gonna go with Houston winning that game strictly on the money line. No over under, no points, none of that. They just gonna mess around and win that game. My next game is Pittsburgh and Buffalo. I'm gonna go with the over. Right now it's at 36 points. I'm gonna go with the over on that game. So that's where I'm at with that. And my last game that I'm going with here is I'm going with Philly to beat Tampa Bay in Tampa Bay. So I'm going strictly again money line. So Philly I need y'all to go down there and represent. Wake up, shake some shit off, do what y'all need to do, but go on down there and
I see
win
them
that
boys
game.
be scared of that. They be scared of them point spread. I see that. Don't get scared of that. Don't be scared of that. But them some good picks, though. Some good picks. But don't get scared of that. Don't be scared of that.
It'd be hard to say that they gonna get over that 3-point because I think they gave Tampa Bay 3 points or something like that.
Mine, I'm going. I take the Texans outright.
Mm.
Money line.
Yep, money line Texans.
So I can just see that. You know what I'm saying? I just feel like they rock it in a good way.
It's
Yeah.
I
almost
take the
official,
Chiefs
though.
to cover.
Yeah.
I take the Chiefs to cover the 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Against Miami. Okay. Okay. That sounds like a winning pick there, big fella.
And I'm gonna go with the Lions to cover.
Cover.
Cover the 3. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
That's my 3 picks right there.
There we go, folks. There go the money for the weekend. Y'all go get that money. And we thank y'all for tuning in. Like, comment, and subscribe.
Yes,
See y'all next week.
sir.
See you next week.